from you. If I often, you know, I was parking at one time. I was parking in North Side Bethlehem, and I was parallel parking, and this guy didn't like the fact that I was parallel parking in front of him, and he wanted to go around me, and he didn't have room to do it until I completed parking. So he didn't like that at all, and he put his middle finger up, and he yelled, you know, effing A hole, right? Okay. It doesn't have any weight. What does that mean, effing a-hole? What does it mean? First, the word, right, doesn't have any meaning, right? Effing, a-hole, that doesn't make any sense. An a-hole cannot F. It doesn't make any sense. Like, there's no real meaning behind it. So the literal translation isn't going to work. What is the definition of it? Define it, give it a modern definition of what it truly means when someone says that.
So that would be, I mean, how can you like define it when the definition of it is another insult?
No. It's really simple. I say that to you, and what are you supposed to feel?
Oh, I see. So your emotional reaction to what those words are.
There is a social interaction here. And that social interaction takes form in feeling and thought. Effing a-hole, you're supposed to feel...
Oh, childish. Like
you're supposed to feel bad.
Bad, yeah.
Right.
Like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Oh, right. I'm supposed to feel bad.
Right.
And really what they're doing is they're saying, feel bad for yourself. Or don't feel good. Feel bad. And they're also saying, I'm upset. I'm upset with you, and I want you to be angry. Be angry. Get angry. That's a good one. Good translation. So, you know, F you, right? What does that mean? That means get angry. That's what it means. What else is he asking you to do? Is he asking you to feel bad? Probably. Is he also stating, I feel dominated? That's a big one. Most insults do that. Feel dominated. And what we have to do is when the insult comes, we have to get the subconscious working because it's working anyway. So we have to say to our subconscious, we have to say to ourselves, what's the translation? Think about that. It doesn't make any sense. Number two, what's the definition? Give me a working definition. You ask your mind, give me a working definition of what he's truly saying. And he's going to be saying, you know, feel bad. Get angry. And then the second thing that you do is you state clearly to yourself, he's not in control of me. You don't tell me what to feel, and you don't tell me what to think. I'm in control of me. And then you recover by holding true to these concepts. So that you don't pass the steering wheel off to someone else and say, here, drive me. You know, drive me around. I like to say, you know, hand over the control panel and just program me to react a certain way, and I'll react that way. You know, when I was like 16 years old, there was this guy who insulted me and called me a spick. I come from Italian and Norwegian heritage. So he's you spick, and I looked at him and I just smiled, and he's yeah, go ahead and smile, you spick, and he kept throwing that word at me, spick, spick, spick. And what was humorous to me was not him and his anger. What was humorous to me was I had the desire to correct him. Like, you should try, you know, you should try Dago, you know, you should try WAP or Guinea. That might work for you, you know. Like, and then what was even funnier to me was that I wanted to correct him so that he could give me the right insult.
Oh.
So that we could go through this drama. You know, at 16 years old, I thought, like he's not getting it right. You're not doing this right.
You're missing the button.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to get mad, but you're not saying the right one.
Oh, gosh.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what kind of started me on it. And then I had great support from my father, who always told me, don't be a slave to any word. Don't let anyone control you with your words. And then as I studied Simon Jitsu, I realized that through that study that it is about mind control. If our conscious mind was allowed to get involved, we would say no. If our conscious mind, that's really what we're doing here. We're saying, give me a translation of that term, one, and then give me a working definition for the purpose behind someone saying that. That's two. And then as soon as we engage in thought, we're not going to react. This is a subconscious reaction. And it's coming from a pre-programmed response. It's I say this, you get pissed. You know you have purple hair?
No, I don't.
You have ugly purple hair. It doesn't hold anything. It doesn't hold any sting because it's not purple. So we can do that with certain insults, It would be silly if I corrected that guy when I was 16. Like, actually, sir, I'm Norwegian, so you could call me a blockhead. That's the insult for a Norwegian. You want to call me that? Or I was like, I'm Italian. You want to call me a Dago, a Wop, a Guinea? You could call me those things. That's supposed to piss me off. It's such a silly thing. The truth of it is that Wop came from without papers, right? So to call somebody that back in the day was very insulting because you didn't file the proper paperwork to get into Ellis Island. Who gives a crap?
Right. I made it. Who cares?
Yeah, but I didn't file the proper paperwork?
Yeah.
What? And that's still an insult. Like, wetback's an insult. Why? Because he didn't fill out paperwork to get in?
Why is it still relevant today?
Why is that? That doesn't make any sense. Right. Who cares? Who cares? Now, what we have to do is when someone would call me a wop, that's such a silly thing. The literal translation, doesn't work. So what's the working definition? The working definition of a wop is you're beneath me. That's what he's really saying. And what he's really saying is you're not worth anything. You're just scum. You're beneath. I'm up here and you're down here. So so do you accept that? Do you accept that? Because if you get angry, then you are accepting his terms. Purple head. He's not accepting that, so he's not angry. But if you accepted that, I do not have purple hair, and he's you are accepting something because you're getting upset, you're getting angry. It's as simple as that. It's such a silly drama that we go through, but what's scary about it, and where it's no longer silly, is that we don't make conscious decisions to get angry. It's a subconscious decision to jump into that reactionary mode. So someone calls you a bitch. A bitch is a female dog, right? So someone calls me a bitch, I'm pretty sure they're not saying that I'm a female canine. That's not what it is. So let's go for the definition. The definition is that I'm little, I'm insignificant. Okay, well, that's not true. Well, I don't accept those terms. And you're looking at an apple and calling it an orange. And you don't know me, and it's obvious. Now, to really get at the heart of things, so that it's not just an avoidance behavior, and it's not just, we have to combat this on all levels. What we have to do is we have to own the term. So first, we need to get our conscious mind active, our subconscious mind working on what we want it working on, not working on a pre-programmed response. And to rewrite things so that we understand that that person's attempting to control our feelings